To another exciting episode of Smith Street 86.
I am Kristen.
And I'm Brooke, filling in for Charlotte.
We're so excited to have Brooke on the show. Brooke is a very, very good friend of mine.
Yes,
and it's going to be so much fun today.
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, but this week's theme, we're going to be talking about travel in Melbourne.
Melbourne, pretty iconic.
Yeah, seriously. It's one of the most livable cities in the world. So our transport is number one priority on the list.
And so is the coffee, I've heard.
Yeah. Oh. Definitely. Don't even get me started on the coffee.
Cool. But first, it's that time of the week again where we're going to visit the 3D Printer Superstore and guess what they're printing off for this week.
And don't forget that we have 3 hints to help us along the way. Let's read the first hint.
Okay, hint number 1 is...
Out of this world. Let's go have a look. What is that? Is that a Tupperware?
Yeah. Some circular object.
It's the Tupperware that my ER uses to put chicken in it.
Really?
But I don't think that is transportable, so...
No, I don't think that's transportable. It has to be a wheel or something.
Well, anyway.
Cool.
Now we're going to go on to a story about cyclists that travel around the city and the dangers that come with it.
There are a lot of dangers that come with cycling, coming to think about it.
Let's go have a look.
Cycling's pretty dangerous, actually. Statistically speaking, the chances of you getting hit by a car or doored or running into some clueless pedestrian is pretty high, especially in the mornings when you're just trying to get to work on your daily commute. Because most people, they've just rolled out of bed, they're not paying enough attention, or they're, caffeine deprived and they can't really focus, or they're late for work because they slept in a bit too much and now they're rushing and they're running yellows and they're not sort of paying as much attention as they really should be. And on top of all that, you have the sheer volume of traffic on our roads every morning. We have nearly 1 million people trying to get into our CBD every single day. And when you think about the sheer number of cars, pedestrians, trams, and cyclists themselves, rushing through on these two-lane roads, it's, can quite often be a recipe for disaster. And rule number 1 is just, don't get hit, right? And I've personally broken that on a couple of occasions, one of which ended quite badly, but, that's why we have insurance. Choosing between riding and public transport really comes down to how far you're trying to go. If you have to travel 50 k's, and, if you have to go from Frankston to the CBD, riding probably isn't the most practical thing to do as a daily commute. But if you're only going, 10 kilometres, it's a bit of a no-brainer most of the time. For example, it takes me, to get from Prahran to Melbourne Uni about 20-25 minutes in the morning on the bike. But if I hop on a train or a tram, it's going to take upwards of 30-40, closer to an hour sometimes if the traffic's really bad, just because trams are so slow. And that's the main reason why I ride, really, around the city. It's just so much faster. I think the main reason why I'd rather ride than take public transport is just the fact that you get outdoors. So much of our life nowadays is spent indoors under artificial lighting. When you're at home, you're in the computer. When you're at work, you're in the office. We don't really get the opportunity nowadays to really spend a lot of time outside. So, commuting really gives you that kick of fresh air that you need every morning. For a lot of people, commuting is the main reason why they buy a bike in the first place. That's how I started. I just needed a way to get from point A to point B quickly and efficiently. But soon after I realised that, hey, there's a bit more to this cycling business than just commuting. I joined a mate for some group rides and then enjoyed that, so I joined a club, and that's how I, got myself introduced and engaged with this whole cycling scene in Melbourne, which is just huge. And I've made so many lifelong friends from it as a result. And I'm healthier, fitter, I get outside a lot more, get a lot more vitamin D. So yeah, commuting can really open up this whole world that most people aren't really aware of.
Kristen, I would rather take a tram than get hit by a car. It just seems so dangerous.
If you're ever thinking about riding a bike, folks, ride it on the footpath, even though you might get fined. But now, it's time for Chatback, and Hannah is on the streets of Melbourne asking questions about public transport.
So, how often do you use public transport?
Practically every week.
I used to use public transport quite a lot to go to uni.
Pretty often. I don't drive. At least 5 days a week.
Maybe once a fortnight. And what do you think of Melbourne's public transport system?
So I've just moved from Sydney recently, so I think that Melbourne's public transport system is good by comparison.
I think it needs a bit of work.
I think it's pretty good.
Well, aside from the delays, it could be a bit better.
It's not quite as good as London with the underground.
The trams aren't too bad. I really like how they've done the free, the free in the city.
I find it really easy to use.
And can you tell me about your most interesting experience with public transport?
I live down in the Frankston Way, so I have had some quite interesting encounters on public transport with some strange characters.
Whenever I catch the train to Frankston, there's a bunch of funny characters.
I think there's always lots of interesting characters on public transport.
I think you often have quite delightful random conversations with people.
Bus driver singing on public transport. That was a Sydney occurrence, not a Melbourne one.
Once I saw a guy throwing up on the tram. That was pretty funny. If public transport were entirely free, would you use it more often?
Absolutely, yeah. It's hard because I think the roads are getting crowded a lot more now, so it's definitely more appealing to take public transport because it's a lot easier, hassle-free. You don't have to worry about, cars and accidents and traffic and that sort of stuff.
I think the fact that a lot of the tram system is free in the city is great.
I'd probably be using it about the same.
Yeah, if it was free, I definitely would use it, 100%.
I'm aware every time I tap on and off, I go, oh really, that was $4 for that journey. So yeah, I probably would use it. I think more people would use it if it were free, and I think that would be a good idea.
What do you do on public transport to kill time?
Read a book.
Mainly listen to music or play on my phone.
I would listen to music. I'd catch up on some reading.
I use Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I check my emails. I send text messages.
Listen to podcasts. Yeah, it just depends.
Okay, thanks so much.
That's great. I can relate to what they were saying.
Yeah, so you obviously don't like using public
I
transport.
have a lot of interesting stories.
Yeah, there's always an interesting character that you will meet
Yes.
using public transport. But before we get onto those conversations, let's take a break and have a coffee. Oh,
Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there.
Welcome
Welcome back from that ad break.
it's time to check on the 3D printer now.
Now
Let's read
for
the
the
hint.
second hint.
Pretty handy,
handy.
hey? Hey, let's go have a look.
Let it roll.
That is definitely not a Tupperware container.
No.
What is that? I am actually unsure. Maybe it's like a Colosseum or
Cylinder.
something. It's a cylinder. It is a cylinder, folks. No, I actually don't know.
No, I thought it would have been a wheel, but it's not.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That is really weird. So earlier we saw a story on cycling around Melbourne, but what about using a taxi? How about Uber? Well, our next story is comparing the two and figuring out which is better.
Hi, we're just above Melbourne CBD today and we're going to be testing which is better, Uber or taxi. We're going to be taking one Uber and one taxi on the same route to see which is better, faster and cheaper. Let's go! We are at the front of Royal Melbourne Hospital, the emergency section, and we are going to be calling the Uber now, so let's go. Alright, we go Uber, request Uber. Here we go, Keel. Lovely, and he's going to have to chuck a Yui at the roundabout. Alright, let's start the timer. Starting. After 2 minutes of ordering the Uber, our driver pulled up directly in front of us. It was really easy to find him because the app lets you track the driver, making the whole process easy. We entered our location on the app and started travelling towards the zoo. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Have a great day. So 6 minutes it took. Back to the starting point again. Time to order a taxi. And go. All right. The countdown for the taxi has begun. We have called one in. They should be arriving soon. We waited 7 minutes and still had not seen or heard anything where our taxi was. We even tried walking around, seeing if it had pulled up in a different location. It was getting really frustrating. It wasn't until my friend pointed out a taxi just down the road.
I think that was our taxi.
We realised that was our one and that some passengers were already getting into our taxi. Okay, so that was our taxi, but it didn't tell me that it already arrived and someone else has gotten into it, so I have to order it again. Once more, we ordered another cab. Starting again. Let's see how long this one takes and if we actually get it. Alright, I just had a text. Apparently M3889 is our cab and it's shortly arriving. That's not yet. Can't see it anyway. When our taxi pulled up, someone tried to tell me to wait my turn to take a taxi. So I showed them my phone and claimed what was rightfully mine. The taxi was clean, played good music, but in the end we got to the zoo in 17 minutes. Let's take a look at the comparison, shall we? The Uber came within 2 minutes, was easy to track, was clean, comfortable, took 6 minutes from start to finish, and cost $6 in total. I would give it a 5 out of 5. On the other hand, the taxi took 2 phone calls, 10 minutes to arrive, was difficult to find, took 17 minutes total and cost $12. It was also a 5% surcharge to use card, and they locked the doors when we arrived, feeling a little bit uncomfortable. The Uber was cardless, cashless, automatic, and hassle-free. The taxi gets 2.5 out of 5. This concludes that Uber is better, faster, and cheaper than a taxi.
Uber totally won over that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of Uber Eats before?
Yeah, Uber Eats, they deliver the food to you.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just better. And now it's time for our favourite segment, Trivia Time!
Each week, myself and Charlotte or Brooke will be asked a series of questions based on the topic of the episode. Each correct answer giving points adding up to determine who will win the prize of the 3D printed object, Brooke.
And here with us today we have the fabulous Caitlin!
Yay! Alrighty, today I'm going to be asking questions on travelling around Melbourne.
Right.
I'm so ready for this.
Are we ready? So, Melbourne's public transport system contributes to what percentage of Melbourne's greenhouse gas emissions? Is it A, 3%, B, 10%, or C, 22%? Think carefully.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, and answers? You're both wrong! It was 3%.
Really?
Yeah, letter
so
A.
many trends. Like, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd think it'd be a bit more.
No, it's only 3%. Because you think about cars, so you think about trains. No.
Well,
I'm just terrible
Alright.
at this, aren't I?
Next question. Melbourne's public transport is deemed less safe than others because A, there are no conductors/unstaffed stations. B, there are no cameras on trains. Or C, anyone can have a Mikey.
What?
can anyone have a Mikey? I feel like that's a fake.
No,
that's a fake
That's
one.
gonna be a fake one. Oh God.
There are. Oh wait, why am I telling you my? Okay, I think I've got it.
What are we thinking?
Okay. Oh God, I don't know. Okay.
And answers? And you're both right!
Yes! Oh my God, this is amazing.
Everyone
Okay.
gets a point.
All right.
All right, next question. How many tram stops are there in Melbourne? Is it A, 524, B, 1,763, or C, 2,126?
Oh, I think I got it, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think I got it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what are we thinking?
I'm just gonna go with this one.
And the correct answer was B. 1,763 tram stops.
But there is like so many. Like, what did you think?
Just want to let you know, I don't catch public transport, and I got that.
I just only catch the 86 tram.
Really?
86 represent.
Promo.
Rep.
Alrighty, Melburnians collectively make how many trips to Melbourne each day? So it's how many people travel into the city.
Okay.
Is it A, 30,000, B, 300,000, or C, 3 million?
No.
We let her have it again?
Yeah. So
Yes.
Melburnians collectively make how many trips into Melbourne?
Yep.
Is it A, this is each day, 30,000, B, 300,000, or C, 3 million?
I don't know, but I'm going to give it a good guess.
Yeah.
And answers. You're both wrong. 3 million people travel in towards the city each day.
What?
On car. Yeah, this is why traffic is so bad, and
That
the
is
trains are so
mental.
crowded.
Okay.
No wonder why.
You're both wrong. I love
both
that.
wrong.
You're both wrong.
Seriously, I don't understand what's going on with me in these quizzes.
Well, we've got a couple more questions for you girls. Okay, moving on, we've got how much does a full fare 20-kilometre train ride cost in Melbourne? Is it A, $3.90, B, $4.90, or C, $5.90?
I don't even know.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
go with.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with...
The answer was C. $5.90 for a full fare ticket for 20
I
kilometres
was
in Melbourne.
so close to picking that. I swear.
No, I had no
1 out
idea.
of 3. Christ.
I've got
Okay.
our last question. It's a
Aw.
good question.
Am I winning?
We'll find out soon.
You are.
Okay, last question. Melbourne's public transport map is 3 times bigger than which of these international train maps? Is it A, the London Underground, B, Polish public trains, or C, Paris Metro?
God.
3 times bigger. So think about how big Melbourne's is. And
Just the CBD?
no, the trains all the way to
All
the
the
end.
trains.
So it's 3 times bigger than one of these. So which is 3 times smaller? Is it London, Poland, or Paris?
I've been to 2 out of 3, so I'm going to give it a B.
Hey!
The answer is C. Melbourne's public transport is 3 times bigger than Paris's metro
We're
trains.
so crap at
Yes.
this.
Alrighty, who's winning, adjudicator?
I think I
Excellent.
think
I'll take
I
this
know.
one.
I think.
I think I got a good sense at who won.
Well, Kristen came in second place with 1 point, and Brooke wins with 2 points.
Thank
you win
you.
the 3D
Thank-
object.
Just want to say, I cheated in my year 8 trivia game, so this is a shock to me.
And I was there as well.
She was there.
And I was very shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Very shocked when I heard the news. But anyway,
Google's on your phone.
yeah, seriously. That was a lot of fun. But let's take a break and come back right after the commercials.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Thank you. We just solved another crime.
That's right.
And welcome back.
I cannot stop thinking about the 3D printer. So
Oh
let's have a last read of the very, very last hint, which is hint number 3.
It keeps your arms strong. Okay then.
Okay, I didn't expect that hint.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's have a check out.
What is that? What?
It keeps your arms strong.
I actually don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just blind or something. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, please.
because-
I never know what it is.
No.
Seriously. Like, I just have no clue. But now we're going on to our next story about traveling in Melbourne.
Oh, hey! I didn't see you there. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jimmy, and today I'm going to give you the tourist guide to Melbourne public transport. So you think getting around Melbourne's easy? Well, you're wrong. Well, I guess you're not wrong. there's just a few things you need to know before you try to navigate around the world's most livable city. So, you've finally arrived at Melbourne Airport, and you've taken the Skybus to Southern Cross Station. Now what? Well, Melbourne has three main methods of transportation. We have trains, buses, and trams. In fact, Melbourne has the largest tram network in the world, and while that can be a little overwhelming, it's pretty easy to get your head around. But before you go anywhere, you're gonna need one of these. Unlike other cities, you're gonna have to buy one before you get on any public transport. Oh, what's that? Where can I get a Mikey? Well, you can hit up any of the train stations within the city loop, or alternatively, you can go to a 7-Eleven to get your reusable travel card. So now you're in Melbourne, you have your Mikey, so let's go on an adventure, right? Oh wait, you didn't know you were around the city or which tram to take to get to the nearest McDonald's. Fair enough. That's where the handy PTV app comes to the rescue. Download the PTV or the Public Transportation Victoria app from the Google Play or Apple Store. Simply put in where you are, tap in where you want to go, and it will tell you where, when, and how to get there. So many people don't know about the app or how helpful it is, but now you do. So go on, get that Big Mac. Now, while it's all good spending money on Melbourne's public transport system, there are some instances where you don't have to touch on your Mikey. As of January 1st, 2015, the Victorian government declared the CBD a free tram zone. As you can see, all of the CBD and some surrounding attractions are all free to travel to and don't require you to touch on to have a valid ticket. However, let's say you were travelling from Melbourne Central Station to the National Gallery of Victoria, which is outside the free tram zone. You would either need to touch on your Mikey or get off at Flinders Street Station and walk the distance. It's up to you. So now you know where to get your Mikey, where to use it, and how to get around Melbourne using the app. Is there anything else you want to know? No? Oh wait, there's one thing I want to tell you. Just come here. Don't you ever touch off your Mikey, especially outside the free tram zone. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get up in your grill, but there's nothing more frustrating than trying to get off a busy tram. People are touching off for no reason. Like, it just wastes everyone's time. The tram works on a timer system. Once you touch on, it gives you 2 hours to go wherever you want. So you don't have to keep touching on within the 2 hours. It's as simple as that. Oh, come here. Just make sure you touch on and off on trains. So there you have it, the tourist guide to traveling Melbourne. I'm Jimmy, and I hope you enjoy the world's most livable city.
Doesn't that make you want to go traveling more?
Yeah, I really want to go to Europe.
Yeah, seriously.
I just think the weather is amazing.
Definitely.
All right, Kristen, it's finally time for the 3D print reveal.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Don't be scared. Okay, let's go through the 3 hints.
Okay.
First hint was
out of this world.
Out of this world. The second one was pretty handy.
And the third hint, it keeps your arms strong.
That one gets me. That one confuses me.
Can we please have one last look?
Roll it.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I wonder.
Oh my God.
Maybe. I don't. Is that a
like
glove?
Some type of glove.
Oh my God.
It's Neil Armstrong's glove.
Oh my God. How
I would have
cool
never
is
guessed.
this? Thank you so much, 3D Printer Superstore. This is amazing.
I love it.
God.
Beautiful. And also don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram because we're all about that social media too.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.